Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The House. Today we will be discussing how to shop as a minimalist. I've made a couple videos like this in the past and I just thought it would be better to create kind of like an updated one for my newer subscribers who haven't really gotten a chance to watch that video. So let's just get right into it. Well, you guys might not have noticed, but I like to do steps or tips or numerical values when I film videos because I feel like it's easier to follow along. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 tips on how to shop more like a minimalist. Okay, so my first tip is to assess your current wardrobe. Go in your closet, go in your storage, go in your clothing rack, wherever you keep the bountiful of clothing items that you own, shoes and accessories included. Go into those places and make a list of things that you love and also things that you don't love that are currently in your wardrobe. The reason I'm saying this is because most people who go out to shop, they don't really have a clear picture of what their wardrobe looks like in their mind. So when they hit the stores or they hit online shopping, they're kind of just picking anything that looks cute or that they think they can make an outfit with. When you have that set in stone list, whether that's on your phone or you're a paper and pen kind of girl, definitely have something that you can see right in front of you. So when it's time to make those decisions on whether or not you're gonna buy an item, you know in the back of your head, okay, so these are the items in my closet I know that I definitely don't want more of, and these are the items that I definitely need more of. The reason why this is so important because it's so easy as a girl to just pick up every single thing that feels good and looks good and go home and have a lot of clothes that somehow doesn't work well together, or having too much clothes and you're overwhelmed. And that can also create the problem of you can't find anything to wear. The situation isn't necessarily that you don't have clothes, it's that you have too many clothes that you don't like. Having a wardrobe full of pieces that I love, like every single piece I love or I really like, then that makes it easier for me to pick an outfit. I don't have to second guess myself because the confidence is already coming from looking good and knowing that I'm wearing something that I feel really good in. Whenever you want to start something new, you always have to start from where you're at. You can't make a huge jump without, walking across the bridge and taking those little steps to actually find out what you like, what kind of shopper you are, what's already in your wardrobe. This also goes along with doing your research. So anytime you start a new project, I think of shopping as anything else in my life. It's like a new project, especially when I started becoming more minimalistic. I assessed my problem and I did research. So I looked at my closet, assessed what I had that I loved, what I had that I didn't love, did research on brands. So this is where, it depends on if you are pushing towards more sustainable clothing or not. In the beginning, I definitely was not a sustainable clothing kind of person. I wasn't really in that world as of yet. Now, because this video is updated, when I do an assessment of my closet, I'm also researching sustainable brands that have the pieces that I need to look for. It's easier to kind of move into the minimalist shopping habits when you have a good foundation. Having a good foundation is always the most important, whether that's taking time to declutter your wardrobe before you start shopping or assessing your closet before you start shopping. You never want to just say, I want to be a minimalist. Go out to the store and start buying pieces that you think would work. Bring it home and you haven't even addressed your current wardrobe. Always start where you're at and take baby steps to get where you want to be. My second tip for shopping like a minimalist is to start with the basics, and that is your basic clothing items. This goes hand in hand with dressing like a minimalist. Most minimalist people out there usually have pretty basic wardrobes. I'm presenting this video as a standpoint for someone who wants to be a minimalist and values quality over quantity, which means you will be that person who's going out to buy higher quality pieces instead of trying to buy things in bulk. And with that is finding higher quality basics. Definitely find brands that you love. So for me, I'll find my favorite sustainable brand and we'll start looking at basic pieces within that brand. My basics are usually, because you guys know I only wear white, black, and nude, and that's also like a big question I get of people who want to be minimalist and shop like minimalist, but they love color. Minimalism does not necessarily mean you need to be a neutral girl. Yes, a lot of us do like neutrals, but I'm pretty sure there's minimalists out there who still like color. It's just all about the way that you execute it, if that makes sense. Basics are usually like black, white, and nude t-shirts. Then I have my black slacks. I have a pair of white slacks and a pair of beige slacks. So it's easier, I think it's easier to have kind of like a color scheme because it makes shopping a little less cumbersome. Like, you already know which colors you're looking for. Your minimalist wardrobe will most likely be built from the ground up using basics. So you want to start by finding really great high quality pants, tops, sweaters, shoes. If you happen to be someone like me who often might get bored with basic pieces, definitely try to find more basics that have something else going on. I talk about this a lot in my sit down videos. Is I love my basics, but I love my basics that have a little pizzazz. Like, for example, this sweater would be considered a basic for me, just a basic white, warm, high quality sweater, but it's even more special because it has the puff sleeves and it gives that kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's a basic, but at the same time, it's not too basic. You know what I mean? My third tip is called the in and out method. So let me explain. I have a lot of pieces in my closet that I've had for over 5 years. And recently, if you guys have watched my videos for a while, you've noticed that I have a couple of new pieces. Now, when I buy new pieces, I'm getting rid of old pieces, whether that's giving it to people who are willing to take my secondhand clothing, donations, family members. Of the older pieces that you saw in my closet are no longer with us. This method works really well because you're not constantly adding things and adding things and adding things to your wardrobe. You're using a method that can help control the clutter and the madness. And I would suggest getting rid of the pieces before you actually go and bring something new in. I noticed before I was a minimalist and I used to shop and just bring home new pieces and still have the older pieces in my closet, I would end up not wearing the older pieces anymore, wearing the new pieces, and then getting tired of the new pieces, going to the store, buying more pieces. If you're like me, I like to call myself I wouldn't say lazy. I don't know what the word is, but for me, when I do big closet turnovers, I like to do them every couple of years. So my last one was 5 years ago. This is the new one. So that's why I got rid of all those pieces that were 5-year plus pieces. And then now I have pieces from now that I really like, because unfortunately, not everything lasts forever. I say I'm lazy because when I do a big wardrobe turnover and I replace older pieces with newer pieces, I only like to do it once. Like, I use a week. Like, this past week was my week to do my big wardrobe turnover, and I'm not going back to the store. Contrary to popular belief, I don't really like shopping for clothes. I find it super annoying because I'm a perfectionist, and when I shop, I like to find like the perfect piece, and I'll spend hours just looking for stuff to buy and finding like the perfect basic wardrobe, because I know my clothes definitely impact my mood, and I want to go in my closet and have every piece be a really good quality so I can just throw on stuff and get out of the house. All right, guys, so those are my 3 tips for how to shop like a minimalist. I will link my other video down below for you guys to watch, because in that video I talk more about like going for the essentials, making a list, just more overall that don't really have to do with your wardrobe, but just like in general how to shop like a minimalist. Check that one out down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any tips you want to share with the audience, definitely leave those down in the comments. If you want another video like this, me sharing more tips, definitely let me know in the comment section. And also, do not forget to have a great day.